is Cursed Curator with.
It does. I hope the mic picked that up.
Hopefully. Oh, it did! I can hear myself, though.
Oh, shit. Hopefully you don't hear me twice. Welcome. We're getting back to our normal everyday programming, and today we are talking about a year that, much like, frankly, the last couple of years that we've been doing have been partially trash, partially good, except 1928. Fuck that year. We are talking about 1930. And I don't think we have as many to talk about this time. There's a few I wasn't able to find. Yeah, we got 13 movies. We do have some music to talk about, as always, not for very long, but as usual, the dominant medium, pretty much until the 50s, is going to be film on this show.
We do have a new segment though, it'll be iffy if it'll stick around. It might get its own independent thing on the YouTube channel. Magazines. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, we'll at least talk about them here, and maybe we'll give a dedicated episode for talking about them in detail.
Yep, and we'll have a new inclusion for a new essential magazine. It is essential, I
Yes,
think.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
So we've both watched a decent number of things from 1930. I think for the first time, and I'm a little worried that it's already you're doing this. I think you've seen more movies from 1930 than I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried for my credibility that I totally had. What did you think of this year? Just as like a kind of a preface into it. Or actually, here's a better question: what were your expectations going into 1930?
I put the 1930s, or rather the 1930, to have more things involved with story and be stronger story wise. And I was pleasantly surprised with how strong the stories are. Mind you, still cliche, but I'm speaking from a minor perspective. For them, it was not cliche at all.
It's also hard to not be cliche almost 100 years later. If you did something good, people are going to copy it.
Exactly. Um,
I When I first started this and I was going through the 20s and I got to 1930, my expectations had hit rock bottom because 1928 and 29 had crushed me. The This year though has gave me hope, maybe false hope, but it gave me hope that maybe there was still some good to be had, and there is. Uh, so I suppose let's get into it. Let's talk about another weird French film, shall we?
the Age of Gold.
L'Age d'Or. Sorry, go ahead.
The Age of Gold for English
Yes.
speakers.
For anyone who does not speak, we to speak.
I hate this fucking film, by the way. Hated it.
Jesus. We're
Yeah.
swinging out the gate. So, since you hate it, I think you're the best person to give a very brief synopsis. Well, like give me a one sentence synopsis of The Age of Gold because
Okay.
I frankly I couldn't comprehend it.
Two people were in love, but it's their constant love stories, constantly derailed by their fucking families. Oh, and the church. Oh, and their society.
So you're telling me it is a social commentary?
Yeah, it was also banned in Australia for like fucking 50 years.
You can't just glaze over that.
That was a thing. That happened.
What was wrong with The Age of Gold?
I'm not exactly sure. Like I tried looking it up, I couldn't fucking find shit. All I know is it was fucking banned for fucking 50 years.
Is there anything particularly offensive in this film?
Oh, well, let me double check. Why was Age of Gold banned in Australia? I need to know. It's due to its controversial content, which included shocking and subversive imagery, and it's that attacks societal norms, religious values, and bourgeoisie ideals.
Oh, it's because it was filmed in a non-conventional way, and people in the 30s, for some reason, were really upset about films that were made in a non-traditional fashion.
Yeah. Um, I really my main gripe with this film is it's not the same story. The story is okay. That didn't bother me. I hated the cameraman. The cameraman fucking sucks.
You don't like the cinematography?
I do not.
who actually I can look it up. Um, what else? I'm looking up Albert Durveja. Um, and he made some other films for this director. It might be the same guy actually, but he also did the camera work. Nope, it is not. Thank God. This guy also did the camera work for Un Chien Andalou. But to get kind of my thoughts are almost exactly the same as yours. The cinematography is rough in places. The audio is noticeably rough, but it's 1930. Almost all the audio is rough, so I won't blame it for that. I will contend you one point. I didn't think the story was all that great.
So this is one of those films where there's some behind the scenes drama, which is way more intriguing than the actual fucking like the actual like movie itself. It is the drama behind the scenes is fucking funny.
Hit me with it.
So there were
Drench
fucking
me in that tea.
there were fucking three fucking writers for this fucking film. Two of them had a fucking falling out by the time the fucking film was actually effectively fucking win production. It went to the point where Dolly, which was the last name of one of them, had almost
Salvador Dali, like the painter, by the
yeah.
way.
So he refused to have anything to do with the actual making the fucking film. And on the first day of the fucking shooting, fucking Ben Buell, which was another, Louis Ben Buell was another writer. He chased Dolly off the set with a hammer.
So that's Louis Benoit.
Yeah.
That is, I think I pronounced that correctly. Oh, maybe not. That is the guy who made Un Chien Andalou. This probably will not surprise you, Scyther, but this was made by the same guys we talked about in the last episode. You know that weird film with the dead donkeys on the piano?
Yeah.
That guy. Um. So. Oh, I do have a. It's not really a fun fact, but it's something I want everyone to be aware of. So, I want you to take very special attention to the cast of this film. The main dude as well, Gaston Moldo. Just be aware, in France, for reasons that are beyond my comprehension, every film has one of the same five actors. Mr. Gaston is one of those five actors you will find in every notable French film that we talk about.
I do have a few other fucking fun facts, which I think this one's really cool. So the film opens up with a documentary on scorpions. Fun fact: that portion of the film was actually filmed in 1912, to which Lewis Ben whatever fucking added commentary to it.
Let me check if he made a different film. There's a film we'll be talking about in a few years, and I want to know if this guy made it. Called A Land Without Bread. Yes, he did. He made A Land Without Bread. Which is, it might have inspired him to make 1933's A Land Without Bread, because he's very. That is a documentary. So I'm wondering if this gave him the itch to do an actual documentary.
Ooh. The last fun fact is that this is the first ever film in history to include music. Oh, excuse me. Or rather, let me correct myself. This is the first feature-length film to contain music from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Oh, that's a really interesting honor to be the first film to use Mozart.
It is really cool to me. Like, wow, you're the first? Man, sucks. Your movie sucks though.
Yeah, so neither of us liked this film very much. I think I liked it a little bit more than you. I think to kind of touch on some of my critiques in a little more specificity. The film is confusing, although I understand that's intentional. Um I I it doesn't have that weirdness that I liked in An Andalusian Dog. You know what I mean? That movie had some straight up like what am I watching
Yeah.
element. You know what I mean? This film didn't really have that because it tried to have a plot, unlike Un Chien Andalou. It, it really just kind of felt like a milk war middle ground between, an actual film and experimental. And I just don't think it worked.
Something I will say is, this is a film that I think it did not need to be made. Yeah, that's the thing I bet you'll rarely hear me say is I think this film never had to be made. The story was not important enough to me. The idea was not important enough. I'm just saying the creator there was other things he could have done. There could have been better than this.
I also think largely it doesn't have a huge effect on film because I think Ajahn Andalu has all the effect on the film industry and people's, you know, people's interpretations and styles of things. So, what did you give The Age of Gold?
Two.
I gave it a six. I'm gonna end up bumping that down to a five though.
I like if I was being nice, I give it a three just for the fucking the background fucking hammer thing. I'm not being nice today.
You want to talk about a film that we probably will spend the most time out of this episode talking about?
Oh.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah. Oh, this is it.
This was. Woohoo! Go ahead.
This is one of the greatest films in human history.
I'm gonna back you up on that. I haven't seen all the best films. It's on the list. It should be. If there was like an ultimate list of the best films in history, this film needs to be on it. This is shockingly good. I am sure, Scyther, when you started this year, you were not expecting that to come out of left field.
It makes it even worse when it's automatically I'm biased because German protag, duh.
Yeah.
But ignoring that, even without him, oh, it's still a 10.
Oh yeah, even if it was from the Americans, I don't know if actually I don't think this plot would work as well if it was from the American perspective. This is a World War One movie. I should probably say that.
I think
it's from the German perspective.
I think a French perspective would make a lot more sense than an American one, or even a British. And really,
Russian. I think a Russian one would be a good one to do. Like if you were to switch the sides of this film.
All Quiet on the Eastern Front. No, it was always loud on the East.
Fun fact, actually, do you know what the title references, Cypher?
I do not. Now it's on my head.
During the war, the Great War, German propagandist newspapers would try to downplay the horrors and what how terrible fate was befalling the Western Front by saying all quiet on the Western Front, nothing to report.
Mm.
And then talk mostly about the Eastern Front, which, as we know, in the early stages of the war, Russia was getting absolutely plowed.
Something very important about this film is that this is one of the few films after the Great Stock Market crash of 1929. It did considerably well for itself, despite everything else collapsing right around it.
Kind of emblematic of the film, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. It made a grand total of 1.25 billion dollars.
Which in 1930 money basically makes you New York's richest man.
Pretty much.
Especially in 1930.
Something that was very intentional with this film was that the director made this film without any music because he believed it would take away from the actual, how do I say this, from the seriousness of the actual subject. And I think a lot more films should just do that. Like, for example, Saving Private Ryan does include music, but that's a film that was very impactful and is also a better 10 for me when we get to that one. But I do think that music is literally unnecessary for a lot of big topics like this one.
I think it depends heavily on your style. Score can certainly help you, but as we've all probably watched a movie where the score is incredibly overbearing,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes having no music is a good thing. Also, this is 1930. Do you know how they recorded soundtracks in 1930?
No.
They didn't have audio editing yet. That means the band had to play the song behind the camera.
Um, this is something that's kind of important to talk about because we're getting to those guys. They're coming. They are actually here already. Kinda. This film was anytime it had a release in Germany, it was immediately attacked by Nazis. They would come into the fucking filming, and they would put out stick bombs and rats, and eventually the film would be outright banned in Germany. It would not receive a proper filming until 1956.
Uh, by filming, I assume you mean like the appearing in theaters. I don't think
Yes,
there
that's
were Nazis going to Hollywood to go bomb
so the reason
them.
why I say filming is because that's how they would phrase it in certain countries. Filming.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I'm not criticizing you. I just think the phrasing of the time is quite funny. But yeah, that's I guess because it's very anti-war, and obviously fascists aren't very big fans of that concept.
Yes, especially when you have a the protagonist being a German is even more so like, oh, no.
Yeah. Um. So, oh god, I don't even know how I could. I don't. I'm going both of us for this film more than any other film. We're not going to talk too much about the plot. Basically, I'll talk about the first like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's about a bunch of young adults, I think. They're like what, 17, 16,
Mm-hmm.
probably. Yeah, they're in their higher education. And their teacher encourages them to join the German army during World War One because he says, "Oh, it won't take you very long," and all these things. And we all know how that turned out.
Yeah. It's got some.
And it kind of, without spoiling anything, this film deconstructs war in a way that a lot of war movies currently, and I think you'll agree, Scyther, have not managed to achieve.
Yeah, something I think it's really important to talk about, this episode briefly, is that while the film does feature these 16, 17, 18 year olds joining up, something very important is that one of the average ages, they didn't check at this time. They didn't check you at all. Young children, like at the age of 11 to 12 and even 13, were joining the army. Like, for example, this is an example I was told in school. Let's say the recruiter was like, "No, you can't join," and then he would whisper in their ear, says, "Go around back, and we'll sign you up." Literally, that's what they were doing, and it was kind of crazy to me that was happening, and not just Germany, but France, Russia, the UK, and even to some extent America. It's kind of
I
crazy.
know during World War II, a lot of 14-year-olds joined the military, mostly
Yeah,
because of patriotic instruct or recruiters.
yeah. I do think it's crazy how that would shape how we would have age like an age limitation on that. And if it didn't happen, I don't think an age limitation ever would exist. To be honest, it's just like, oh
Uh,
yeah, you can join the army with age. There's no specific one, baby. Whatever one you want.
when you feel like it.
Of course, I'm not promoting child soldiers or anything like that. I do think
We,
it's I do think it's cool, just the idea of young children being so patriotic that they would actually want to fight and die for their country. I think that's fucking cool. But it's also the
yeah.
idea that young boys, especially, it's not sexist. Boys love playing fucking soldier. It's always been a damn thing. And oh wait, so you're saying not only we can play, we can actually do it in real life now? Let's fucking go! War is hell.
Obviously, obviously, we should just say again, we do not support child soldiers. It's a historical coolness thing.
Yeah. One thing I think you can find very cool, Oz, is that this film had 2,000 extras that actually fought for the Germans in World War One.
Yes, and the director in a move that is shockingly progressive and I don't mean that politically. I mean that is in form of the medium. Um, they consulted these soldiers on how to make the film as accurate as possible, which is super cool and does I think lend the film a lot of credence. Uh,
One thing
I
I
don't know.
hmm?
You go ahead.
One thing I always disliked is that that never really happened for a Civil War style movie for America, because they're mostly already dead or and gone by the time we were like, you know what, it's okay now to cover this in full.
We see some Civil War movies in the 30s, but they're all very Hays Cody.
Yeah.
This is the nice thing about All Quiet. is that it doesn't force it down your throat too badly. It is fairly like it's not a patriotic film. I think that's one of the reasons we both consider it a 10. It is an anti-war film in the strictest sense.
Yeah, we will see another film much like this one, although very much less fucking popular, called Der Brug, or rather The Bridge.
Mm.
It covers a similar esque topic, but it's for World War II. And I'll give a very, very brief synopsis here. Is that a bunch of teenagers and child soldiers are trying to defend the German fatherland from the encroaching American soldiers. Because this is, mind you, this actually happened in real life, by the way. This is a very important bridge. But they were trying to defend from Americans, and like they were like, we're the elites of the elites. And in reality, all the adult soldiers were beaten really badly, and they said, "Yeah, guys," they've been hyped them up. They've been hyping the fuck up. Like, yeah, we
They
got
gave
this,
him a pep talk.
dude. The fucking movie always uses this dude's like, I'm a badass fucking sniper. He get fucking blown in the fucking tree with fucking tank. He get blown in the tree with fucking tank. I'm like, oh my fuck.
If you want to deliver that anti-war message, that's a good way to do it. Oh,
And all we see is the fucking protagonist fucking crying like a damn bitch the entire movie because every single one of his allies are fucking just dying one by one. Very end of the fucking film, all we see is him fucking dragging the corpses of his fucking brother, and then he's fucking drops. And he's like, I'm going home.
oh my god. Oh,
I'm like, this is a fucking amazing film.
I'm so excited. But back to all. What did you think of the film? Let's so just like, what were your thoughts on it? Obviously, we both love it.
I think that this is a film that really was thought provoking for me. I'm like, man, this is some intriguing ideas for covering a war. Like, okay, you're doing some anti-war stuff, which is fine and dandy. That's always fucking good. But the the clear expressions on the protagonist's face was something to me. Like, man, you can see from that really happy boy, and he's like, you can see him slowly going away to, oh fuck me.
I've heard of a film called Come and See, which does that same angle of watching the destruction of a young man into a shell of himself. Without spoiling the film too much, if you want to know one scene that this film, actually, I'll tell one story before I get to that scene. When I finished this film, I don't know how you felt, either, but even though I should have been in bed already because I had work in the morning, I sat there for like 10 minutes just sulking on my couch. Just oh it has affected me, and I don't think there is a month that goes by where I don't very briefly go, oh, that movie. But that scene I was talking about, without saying too much, what did you think of that scene with Paul profusely apologizing to a dead man?
I thought it was a very emotional and impactful scene. For me, okay, me as a person, that stuff doesn't really hit me that much. But I'm like, man, if I was in the same position, I'd be the same exact damn thing. Like, man, damn, like,
One of
jeez.
the key points from All Quiet that I think is really impactful is it's mostly pertinent to World War One. Is you get this idea that no one really knows why they're even doing this. Both, like, they
Mm.
don't know why Germany's fighting all these countries, and they also don't really know why they signed up.
um,
And I think that really speaks a lot, especially with this film's message, which you can interpret it how you will. I interpret it as the idea that the only people who don't want war are the ones who actually end up fighting in it, because they're the ones who actually know what it's like, and the people back home tend to interpret things very differently.
yeah. One thing that you'll see very quickly in human societies, very quickly, is that every time there is a war, one side will win, another side will lose. And if there is no winner, there is a clear quote unquote draw, very very loose draw. Is that both sides say this is not worth it, this shit sucks. But if one side wins, it's like, see, we are the clear victors. Our dominance is supreme. Our losses were negligible. And we will see that in many wars throughout human history, even in modern day. There's war never changes, baby.
War, war never changes. But I think I don't think it's a reveal. 10.
Easy 10. I do have two more fucking
Easy.
continue. I do have two more fucking fun facts though, which
Hit me.
the first fun fact is that this the fucking novel for this the complete text was not available in the United States until 1975.
Censorship?
I believe so.
Unfortunate.
The other fun fact is this is Universal's first ever Best Picture Oscar.
It also helps that Universal hadn't even been around very long before this.
Mm-hmm. Could one say this film basically made Universal?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could say that.
Ooh.
If a film can make a whole studio, I think that's a glowing recommendation from us. Let's talk about a group that will eventually be funny, but are not yet funny. Animal Crackers.
Not the food.
Huh? Yes, no, we're talking about the movie by the Marx Brothers. And, what studio? MGM, I think? Might be MGM? I don't know which studio did this. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So, yes.
Oh.
Animal Crackers is one of the many thematic comedies from the Marx Brothers, and what I mean thematic is I mean the whole movie just kind of takes place around a theme, and there's no real plot. And this theme is a Florida hotel slash resort.
Yeah.
I think I got that right.
I forgot this film had Bad Bitch Roth in it.
Bad Bitch Roth?
Yes, Lillian Roth. Bad Bitch Roth.
Oh, her. I was like, what? I forgot you have a thing for a 90-plus-year-old women.
She died when she's 69. Based. Dude.
God
Okay.
damn it.
After what has been filmed, we talk about her very briefly, because this bitch went through damn multiple marriages. You can speed run them bitches.
There's a joke in the movie. I can't remember which movie. I'll remember when we get there. But a '30s movie where there's this lady who's married like 7 times.
She okay. I'm glad you mentioned that because she was also married 7 times.
Wait, actually 7? Exactly 7.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh fuck me, I miscounted. I saw about her name. No, 6 times. Fuck.
She might actually be the inspiration for that character. I hope not. That'd be kind of fucked up. Anyways, she wasn't in a lot of stuff. I'm looking through, and her biggest roles were like a '70s movie where she's an old woman, obviously. Madame Satan. You know what? I think I'm done looking at this lady's IMDb page.
Yeah, she's sad.
Yeah. So, what do you? Okay, so this is your first taste of Marx Brothers movies, I assume.
Yes.
They're very strange. They're my favorite kind of comedies from this era. What did you think of the first feature-length Marx Brothers movie?
I mean, it was okay. I okay. So there were people who are seeing it like, okay, am I seeing this right now? Am I seeing this? And it was of the African Americans in a certain style.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will say this. I actually like I fucking love. I fucking fell in love with this fucking movie's fucking cinematography. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the
Um,
sets as well.
what I didn't care for. Okay, the jokes were okay. As I said, they don't really compare it to the other jokesters we had thus far. But I mean, for now, I mean, I'm sure it'll be better soon.
Yes, the Marx Brothers don't start off the best. Their best movies are to come.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, it wasn't a bad film, but
Yeah,
I I don't understand the usage of those fellows too much.
it was a comedy in the '30s, and racism was the norm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's otherwise it's kind of an okay film.
Um.
Uh, it's kind of funny, but I wouldn't recommend it to most people unless you know a lot of the trivia that they're referencing.
I do a neat little fucking fun fact though is in that 1957, Paramount forgot to renew the soundtrack rights, which reverted back to the original authors of the play. Although the studio did renew the picture rights, as a result, the film could not be legally seen in the USA until 1974, when Universal had since purchased Paramount's film library. It was persuaded by fans to re-release it.
That sounds like a massive fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. So, do you have any other thoughts on this film?
Overall, the film. I actually love the actual naming scheme here. Animal crackers.
The next one's called Horse Feathers, I think.
But yeah, nothing else to really say here. The next film though. Oh wait, hold on, wait, I gotta rate this bad boy. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty middle of the road to me. I think a fucking five. I mean, four if I'm being mean, but fucking five is fine.
I gave it a 6. It was okay.
Next
What's
up,
our next film?
it's Anna Christie.
Can
Who?
you get me a whiskey? Why she say it like that? Why she? What's
um.
wrong with Greta Garbo?
So the poster for this, and I mentioned this to Oz earlier, is that she looks like the fucking leader of the fucking railroad from fucking four.
Yeah, actually, is that the poster you ended up putting in the?
Yeah,
Yep, yep. Um,
like, like, tell me, you don't see. Oh, hold on, let me grab it to make sure we're on the same page here. Like you see this bitch, and you don't say to yourself, "Hey, yo, cuh." It's literally the same fucking person. If you fucking like all the images like fucking for her weren't all shit. God damn.
oh my goodness, it is. I hate that. I really do hate that. Please add that inside there. I curse
Yeah,
everyone with this knowledge.
yeah.
Um,
I'm the video for this one. We gotta.
yeah, we gotta add some shit. Um, I didn't like this movie.
I will say I do love the clothing choices in this film. It was really cool. I like that.
Costumes, yay!
Yeah, I mean the usage of that was pretty cool. I also believe this is like one of those films where the cast there's not that many cast members. This is kind of weird for a film, at least in my opinion, like in this time frame.
Oh, don't worry. In the next few years, this is going to be incredibly normal. Um, remember, studios are trying to make movies for as cheap as possible to earn as much money as possible.
Yeah. Um. Man, it was crazy to me that this film was considered, or I mean, not considered. It was factually true. This was the fifth most popular film at the U.S. box office for 1930.
God damn, that's pretty popular.
Yeah, this is also Greta Gerbo's first ever sound film. Oh, it was also shot in only
Yes,
20 fucking days.
that is kind of tough. She thought this film would kill her career and ended up making her a star for the next couple of years. So, god dang. Um, what do you think of the film?
It was okay. I mean, okay. You know what? I think I should go deeper than saying it was good. Okay, how do I begin this? Hmm. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go balls deep. So for this film, was it Annie Christie?
yes.
I think that ugh, Jesus Christ, it's hard to really put this fucking film into words. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. Okay,
Exceptionally boring?
it hmm hmm. Okay, fuck it. You know what? Okay, the plot and structure of this film, I fucking thought it was on the cusp of something great, something that could have revolutionized storytelling for its time. just couldn't do it. It was so close, but so fucking far. I wanted to like this film, but I dropped the film the way through. It was like I just couldn't. But it was there. It was so close to having one of the most compelling stories that could have came out. But the story, the character development was good though. The characters were all like often multidimensional, but like no, don't get me wrong. There was multidimensional fucking characters for other game stories around this time too, but they were nowhere near as good as this. It was just a story been holding it back.
And also the second half really drops off.
Yeah. I think that in the one sense that it masters the human condition. I think it does that very well. It has good dialogue. It's just as a story, it's just bad. And I want to like it. I just can't. And
Lost potential is the hardest thing to deal with as a reviewer.
yeah, and that's why it took me so long right there to fucking like put this into words. I'm like, how do I word this?
Lost potential?
Yes, lost potential. This film is all lost potential.
Maybe if it was made a few years earlier or a few years later, it'd be better.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But, yeah. So let's see. What would you rate Anna Christie?
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think this film is deserving of a fucking 4. I was about to say fucking 3, but I want to be nicer.
I gave it a 6 again. This one's actually a 6 though.
So something something that's very important here is especially for us Americans is Wall Street. And if you didn't know, a very important part of Wall Street was actually being constructed at the same time as this film was, being done. So fucking 40 Wall Street was actually under construction near the Brooklyn Bridge in this one film. We actually can see it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that this piece of this kind of shit film has something that's so important to us Americans in the background.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's one little piece of gold there.
Huh. Okay. Damn. Yeah, it's an okay movie. Let's talk about a weird movie that I don't actually remember that much. The Big House.
Oh yeah, wait. What's your rating again for this for the last film?
Oh, 6. It's okay. I thought it was alright. It wasn't great though.
All right, this next film is neat. After a manslaughter conviction for my drunk driving accident, nice but foolish Kent is sent to prison and overcrowded and unable to properly deal with its inmates. He would meet veteran criminals, blah blah blah, and yeah, it's
There's a prison break at some point.
yeah. I think it's a neat plot. I believe it's the first of its kind.
First sound film for sure. I
Yeah.
don't think it's anything like. I can't think of an earlier prison film.
It also doesn't help that we haven't seen all the movies from each year. There could be plenty of movies we just missed out on. It could be possible.
Because we're not crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Something that's very cool about this film. This is a little bit of trivia is that Francis, or god damn, I can never pronounce the fucking female iteration of his name. Frances fucking Marion's Academy Award for Best Screenplay. This also made her the first ever woman ever to win an Oscar in a non-acting capacity.
Oh.
Yes, she just got that shit. It was kind of crazy. God damn, just she could suck my soul out my damn fucking body.
Horny.
You call me horny, but no. Oh no. Stare at this woman and tell me if you saw her and she could have given it a gok 40 billion. Oh, let me slide this in here.
Oh no, you're making future Scyther's job harder. No, Scyther, I absolutely would not. attention baiting right now. Leave a fucking comment and let me know I'm not crazy. This no. No, get out of here.
I love doing that.
Get out of here. Anyways, The Big House. What do you think of this movie?
I thought the plot was really cool. I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. It wasn't anything game changing, but Lord, was it interesting. Again, also with cliches, but it has a lot of cliches going on. But I didn't mind the cliches.
Oh yeah, I think it has some fun because there's a lot of violence and guns and action things that make my monkey brain go ooh ooh. But it's as a film, it's okay. It's fine, but it's just that action stuff that really bumps it up for me, and it's entertaining.
Yeah, something that's kind of cool to talk about just very briefly is that the actor who played the warden, so he looks old, right?
Yeah,
No, he's not old at all. So when he turned 20, his hair prematurely went gray entirely.
you know it'd be like that.
Yeah. So he died in 1953, which is also the last year he was ever in anything. He was in a film called All the Brothers Were Valiant, and that's the last film he ever did before he died.
We're gonna see a lot of last people's films in the next coming years. It's very sad, but such is life.
Yup. Until we get our awesome immortal serum. Mm. Oh God, no.
Plastic surgery?
Oh no, no, no. We can't afford that. It's too much money.
No, yeah, nor what I wanted, honestly. But, um, let me check something. Yes, okay. Honestly, there's not much to say about this film. It's kind of, it's there.
I think this film
Um,
is deserving of a 6 from me for once.
an 8. You're a harsher critic than I am.
I'm being very harsh this episode.
That's valid. Be a harsh critic.
It's kind of weird because I was very friendly and nice in the every episode. Like, man,
Yeah, think I think the 30s might be starting to get to you.
Yep.
Hey, you want to talk about your bias?
Oh yes, the blue angel or the blue angel. Ugh.
First comment. This is an early sound film, and I believe is the first feature-length German sound film, which is a mouthful of a title. But the way that Emil Jannings emotes every time he says the blue angel, it doesn't sound like he's speaking German. It keeps sounding like he's saying the blue angle, and I keep thinking of triangles.
I think this film is amazing. I think the cast did a really good job. Even the fucking like nonsense characters who don't really matter. I thought they were all doing a really good job. And I also love the main female lead. She owned that fucking role.
Oh yeah, and I mean the whole point of the character is that she's this like, and she's much more of a frontline character than frankly Emil Jannings is, which is fair because Emil Jannings is kind of overrated. But my very, very minorly controversial opinions on film aside,
Sorry, I had to mention this. This is actually background drama. It's so important to the lore. So our boy Emil here, or Emilie, is he was extremely resentful, extremely so. Special attention that director Josef von Sternberg was showing to Marlene Dietrich, and he would reportedly throw tantrums and even once threatened to strangle the leading lady.
Emil Jannings was a strange actor.
And so when I mentioned that not he, but she owned that role, I think that's mostly due to the fact that she was given a lot of extra benefits over everybody else. It's only that she wasn't banging the director or anything.
It's Sternberg, we know he was. There's a reason he casts every starring lady in his movies to play a prostitute of some variety.
This is also our boy Emilier's first ever film back in his home country.
Oh yeah, because he became a propagandist. I forgot.
Yeah, something that was really fucking funny is that he was hoping to become a star in American films, but he was soundly rebuted due to that no one can understand his accent. I can understand. I can understand so much.
That being said, I don't think I've ever heard Amelia Yannings in a sound film. In an American sound film. Interesting. Okay then. Uh, so this is a movie essentially about a professor who falls in love with a showgirl, and his life falls apart.
Yeah,
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the point of the story is to poke fun at the bourgeoisie of German society at the time.
effectively.
Yeah. I don't know how important that is to me enjoying the narrative. I personally had some trouble enjoying the narrative because I didn't even figure out what the fuck was happening until halfway through the movie. At least what I mean by is I didn't figure out what it was about.
Yeah.
Um, I knew what the plot was.
Something that's also a bit of an irony here is that in the film itself, you'll notice that the professor, also Amelia here, tried to strangle Lola in the film, much like in real life, he's gonna strangle her.
I wonder if the director threw that in out of pity or spite, rather.
Quite possibly, considering how badly things end for the old professor at the end.
Yeah, I liked this film, but I do think it had some flaws. What did you think of The Blue Angel?
I thought it was really good. Mostly, so not due to the story, but due to just the. This is a film where it'll be rare, but the actors themselves owned it. But not, but just because the actors are doing a really great job doesn't translate to the film be overall rated. If the story's shit, the story's shit. It won't. You can't just like put sprinkles on some shit and it's so pretty. It doesn't work like that. Um,
What's the term putting lipstick on a pig?
yeah, it doesn't work. But I think they did an amazing fucking job. It was so fucking good. I truly enjoyed the actors. They were all doing a really good job. The story was just kind of mid. I'm be real.
I think the pacing and the way it was executed was very bad. The plot itself could be really interesting if they had focused on it in a different way, but as it is, it's okay. I do think the performances were very good.
Yeah,
Also, I don't know if I said it, but my rating for The Big House was 8.
very
Um,
nice.
what was your rating for The Blue Angel?
I think this is a deserving of a 7. It would be so much higher if the story was actually good.
Yeah, I give it a 6. A lot of sixes today from me.
Something that's so
Uh,
very kind of cool is that we will see the main actor's daughter uh, very soon. Excuse me, the female lead's daughter very soon in a big screen, and she too is a baddie.
oh, that's a face I remember.
Yeah, her name is Maria Riva. Um, man, her whole family is just kind of fucking there.
um, I'm just checking this. Oh, this film. Okay. Next up, I had to research what film this was because I could not fucking remember it. It's not great. Let's talk about The Devil's Holiday.
Oh boy.
Is this the movie about a girl who marries a Southern guy for his money, and then the Southern people are like, "Hey, we're good Christian people," and then she's like, "Ah, shit."
Yes.
Okay, it's that movie. Sorry, I was having trouble remembering this.
I think this
Um,
is a very, very unique scenario because we don't ever really see this in the modern day anymore. Not really. Is that a gold digger, mind you, again, repeated here, a gold digger actually fucking falls in love with the man she's trying to take from. That's not really a thing anymore. I mean, sure, it can happen, but most films, when they show that, it's like she's a gold digger and she dips eventually. But this is a unique spin on it. I like that.
I think it's a creative way to do a character arc, and I agree. I think it's an underutilized thing. It's really cool. Um, yeah. So, uh, other than that, though, the film is rough. I think is a good word to use.
Rough is a good word. Um,
It is incredibly slow, and the dialogue is terrible. Yeah.
I think that the film, if it was a little, how do I say this? If it was just a bit better, I I could rate it so much higher. I'll be real. That's how it is, though. This film is oofies.
Yeah, it's kind of bland. It's very forgettable. Four.
For
I'm
yeah.
feeling a four.
This was also the fucking final film ever of Laura Laverne.
Mm,
Yeah, this is her last film, unfortunately. Um, oh well. Film. It's not a film that nobody will ever remember. I'm be real. Eventually, it'll be forgotten and be
yeah.
mentioned briefly here and there.
The divorcee, not to be confused with the gay divorcee from a few years later. This is one of those cheesy romances where they break up and then they fall back in love. I think
Probably.
that's what I remember of it.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a film I didn't particularly care for myself.
Yep, it was a kind of bland film, but it was charming in places. It wasn't terrible, but it was there, I think.
hmm Something that's
Uh
kind of
yeah.
important is that this film is actually based on a novel, but it was never sourced and credited because it was a little too racy for the time.
Yeah, I assume this one to pass the Hays Code. Also, I know this is your thing, but Norma Shearer, uh 10 on the Guno meter.
Yes. It's
Especially at this point, holy shit. Um
kind of
Looking like
crazy
that.
that when the fuck she died in 1983. Jeez. My mom will be
My
born 2 years later.
goodness. I'm just I just I feel so weird simping over women that are been dead for 50, 60 years. Um
That's how it is sometimes, man.
yeah, yeah.
It's not everyone's
Their
fault they were
movies are still
born.
around.
It's not everyone's fault they were born fucking drop dead gorgeous. I'm a goon when I want a goon, goddamn it. What the fuck is this shit though? Nah, nah.
There's
What the fuck is this fucking? Nah, this is creepy pasta shit. Oh, let me fucking show you this shit.
oh no.
This
Oh
this
no.
that shit that you'll see only in the horror movies. I just tell you this, Oz. Here you go.
Oh my god, what the you're making it harder on future Scyther. Cause oh my god. Um Yeah, but the movie The Divorcee, we keep trailing off because frankly, this movie is kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah, it's how it is sometimes, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. It's like a seven. It was good at times. That's how what I gave it. What did you give it?
Eh, five.
Fair. That's honestly probably more valid than mine. I didn't watch this film. Tell me about more Soviet propaganda.
Ah, yes. Earth. What do I say about Earth?
It
Huh.
is a big rock with water.
And parasites. Oh, excuse me. I mean life, but um. So this is what we call a film poem. That's what
Mm.
we'll call this.
Oh
Um,
no.
it brings the collective experience for the life of Ukrainian proles examining the natural cycles through his epic montage. which explores life, death, violence, sex, and other issues of the times. Uh, yeah. Um,
This sounds like a lot.
usually I'd give a very hogger speech or something, but is this film even deserving of that?
Oh, you'd like this even less than the other Soviet propaganda films?
Yeah, this wasn't very good. Um, what can I say? I I think it's a film that deserves to be remembered because it covers like a lot of cool shots that would otherwise be fucking forgotten. Yeah, that's about it. I have nothing else to
Sounds
really
like
say.
you're grasping at straws here.
Yeah, it just wasn't up to my taste, and that's okay. That's okay. uh,
I
fucking
be like that.
fucking free. But on to a much better film, Hell's Angels.
This was like a sound remake of Wings and is very strange.
I love the covers. Both covers we could use for this. um, what do I say about? Okay, well, for starters, I think the best thing to go here is the lady who, when you see her on any big screen, you think that she's fucking blonde. No, she's a fucking redhead. Is
Oh,
Jane Harlow. Um,
no.
yeah, she is she plays in a number of films throughout the 30s. But as far as I understand, she doesn't really. She's not in the fucking 40s.
Hmm.
I think she was the best part of this fucking film, which is really sad
Hmm.
to say.
Hmm.
Um, I think that this film could have been much better, but it's no big deal. I found fun facts, but we'll wait to do that.
Yeah, Hell's Angels. It's a World War One movie again about pilots and Zeppelin, and it's an action movie. It's okay. It's got its moments, but it's not special to me. But give me the fun bits.
So stunt pilots refused. Yes, actually refused to do an aerial sequence that the director wanted to do. So he said himself, "Fuck y'all." So mind you, he is also a fucking pilot. So he did it himself. So he got the shot. He got the shot he fucking wanted, but he also fucking crashed the fucking plane.
Oh, is this Howard Hughes?
Yes.
I've heard this story.
So more than 70 pilots were used in the film, but three of them died during the shooting, of course.
That's depressing. That there's a body count for this film.
Yeah. An 8 minute, two stripped multicolor sequence was also exists for this fucking film, and it's the only damn thing that exists for this movie that's like in color is the lady I was talking about earlier. So yeah,
Mm.
that's a thing. Eh. So apparently, this movie was also the top movie in the United States box office for 1930 by a very wide margin.
So this was incredibly popular.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Mm. Oh no, the
Uh-oh.
boy. So one of the fucking pilots, oh God rest his soul, he named where is this fucker at? Clement K. Phillips, who I will not talk about too much, is that he's a part of the fucking the best gang ever.
The
Please,
Hell's Angels?
not a fuck. He's a fucking summer baby. But this gander at all that. He's oh
Oh.
we lost one. Sad.
Ooh. Ooh. And he wasn't even credited, those fuckers.
uh,
What did you think of Hell's Angels, though?
it's okay. A 6.
Also six.
Yeah, I don't think it's really deserving of really high praise. I mean, yeah, sure, it was a really good fucking film for its damn time, but it's like any like bullshit action film from like RDM time period. Oh yeah, it's the top of the from box office. Blah blah blah. I mean, people couldn't grab about their next damn year.
Valid, valid. Honestly. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just checking something. Yes. So we only have a couple films left, and they shouldn't take too long. Little Caesar.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
This is, I'm pretty sure, considered the first real classic gangster film, and follows not a pizza man who dresses up like Julius Caesar, but an Italian gangster who rises through the ranks and eventually creates his own downfall.
Ah.
Uh, this isn't my favorite of the classic gangster films, of which I believe there's really three, which is to say Little Caesar, obviously, Public Enemy, Scarface, Shame of a Nation.
I think it's something that's so important about this film is that it will create the. I hate this, but it's so entrenched in this fucking genre. Is that no matter what, you will see the protagonist get fucked in the end. It's just how the story goes. The protagonist will always get fucked somehow, or like it'll be very neutral. That okay, well they're fucked, but like life is looking like it could be good in the end.
Uh, I believe that's because the Hays Code demands that they have to do
Yes,
that.
but it's something so important is that by the time the Hays Code is gone, films are still doing this. It does not change. Even in modern day, it always ends badly for a tag. Why?
That's
It's
fair.
just it's entrenched into the entire damn genre. That's how it is.
Fair. Mhm.
If you ever play the Mafia games, you will quickly realize, oh wow, holy crap, he's not kidding.
Yeah. But I think, like I said, out of the three gangster films, this is probably one of the weaker ones. That is like saying it's the worst Fritz Lang film. So take that as you will. I I thought this was a really interesting, fun movie, really engaging. Obviously, it's trying to be a political message. We'll see with the Public Enemy; it's even more obvious.
Yeah. Um, I can't wait, and I do think we should make so it goes a little against what we're doing here, but I do think we should make a whole thing involving the mob eventually because like they do have an impact on industries. That's something that happens eventually. It's very funny.
Yes, that is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, but they had such damn sway over like American media to a degree is kind of cracked.
Kind of crazy. Um, do you have any interesting thoughts on Little Caesar?
I thought that the film itself, okay, well, one, it captured a mob vibe so good.
Oh yeah, this feels like a crime film.
Yes, and I just love that the actual author of the book, the film was based upon, was fucking furious that there was no actual Italians in the actual fucking film. Not a single one of these fuckers were actually Italian.
This is Hollywood. Do you think racial representation is going to be a thing?
Nope. Ugh. Thank goodness. We get to do our own damn thing. It's our film. It's our film. Let's be creative in our own way. We're not here to fucking please you.
Also, because they were racist.
You're damn right. America, America, America.
I gave Little Caesar an 8.
Me being biased, 9.
Valid, honestly. I think it's
Oh,
one of the best films of the night.
something very important to note is that this is also may have been the first ever film in human history to feature a drive-by shooting.
I believe that. I 100% believe that, depending on how technical you're being. Uh, let's talk about Morocco, a film I did not like nearly as much.
Ah, Little Morocco. Let's take a gander here.
It's the that kind of shitty romance movie set in
Oh,
Morocco.
it's Our Lady again, Old Marine, with our also director, fucking Joseph von Sternberg, who's totally not fucking her on the side.
I don't have any proof, but I believe it. I don't need proof.
Yeah. Um, They were a little too close. If you catch my drift. Um.
There's no such thing.
Okay. This is a film. What was I trying to say? It's a fucking film. No. So it's about a fucking cabaret singer and a legionnaire that can fall in love, but their relationship is very complicated due to that he is a womanizer and
Mm.
yeah. So that's a fucking thing, and the lady only wants her for freedom for herself, you know. So that's where things get complicated. I mean, I think it's cool because usually it'll be like some sort of like rich powerful man in this situation, and not the woman.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, the film kind of bored me, and I was having trouble keeping up with it. It was
um.
so boring.
So I'm a bit surprised that this was not actually included inside the Library of Congress much sooner. Is that this film was only like inducted in like 1992, which was very recently.
Oh,
Yeah, that's very recent considering. Well, I actually talked about this a few episodes ago. That's when Spy Kids was put inside the Library of Congress, along with Shrek.
I suppose it makes sense, but it's just really strange to think about.
I mean, like, because like those films are relatively babies compared to this fucking film, but they were just lodged in immediately, effectively. What this film was like, I'm old, can I come in now and be preserved forever? Nah, Shrek baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your side on this. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Um,
this is how it is. I mean, it's okay. I mean, the film wasn't Pog Champ. Oh yeah, this film was actually not in the public domain yet. It is not.
no, it will be next year.
Yep. Um, assuming that there is no fucking complications, with other countries.
That is fair. I do think this was made in America though,
Yeah. I
so was the screenplay.
yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so she apparently the lovely lady here. She was considered the woman all women wanted to see. So it was a
Hmm.
shock to filmgoers when director Joseph von Sternberg dressed as her as a man in his film.
That is strange.
That's fucking Mimi. He was been trolling. I,
Valid,
I like that.
honestly.
I fucking like that. Uh,
Hmm.
what is this? Oh yeah, as of 2024, the actress who was kissed by Marine Dietrich in the nightclub scene has not been identified.
Welcome to old Hollywood.
We really want to know who it is. Somebody should update that because yeah, yeah. Overall, not a horrible film.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of what it is. It's not the greatest romance film. It's frankly a little bit dry and very old-fashioned, but I'm sure you expected that.
It's just how it is.
It's six. If you want to watch it, you won't regret it, but you're not going to enjoy it.
I'm gonna say this middle road fucking five. If I was being really even generous, like real generous, I'd say it's been seven, but I'm not generous. Not today. I'm in a little bit of bitchy
I
mood.
feel
Just been
that.
fucking fine day. A little bitchy mood. I'm all happy and peppy. Sure.
Petty. Let's go with Petty. This is our one of our last films. I have one that I forgot to put on the list because I am a dingus. I didn't watch this one. Did you? Under the Roofs of Paris.
No, but I do have of course fucking fun facts preloaded.
Hell yeah.
I will of course give a synopsis because it's kind of important to give a synopsis to a dumb film like this one. Albert,
Mm.
who's protagonist here, is smitten for damn fucking Paula, but ends up wrongfully committed in jail. In the meantime, her affections are sought after by his friend. And was really both his love and friendship must be tested. Honestly, this is like what 1930. Shoot him, shoot him, literally shoot him. You kill
Stop being right. Um,
him.
yeah, this is a different time. Didn't watch it. We can't rate it. We don't know.
Yeah. Uh,
And the film I thought I forgot is actually for next year. That's Dracula. So That's the films of 1930.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Um, 1930s was okay. I mean, story wise, it's such a big improvement, but I feel like they're not there yet. They're still
That
not
is fair.
there. The best film, obviously, of this time was All Quiet on the Western fucking Front, and that is Little Caesar. I think it's a film that was really fucking good. If you know All Quiet on the Western Front wasn't out this year, I feel like this would be like the best film.
Yeah. I'm not going to cover a lot of the nominees because this Oscars is kind of boring. Um, do you? Let's go over some categories with the Aussies and the Scythes real quick.
Woohoo!
Let me go through my list. Best actor. Now, actor male.
Hmm. Okay, best male actor.
Yes.
Hmm. Honestly, that okay. This is a little. Like, I didn't care for the film, but I thought he did it okay. Oh, our boy Amelie did pretty good.
Oh, Yannings.
Yeah, he did good. Also, like the guy who played Lil Rico.
Paul. Oh yeah, fair. You know, I'll give it to Emil Yannings. He's a dipshit, but you know, it's a fair point to make.
Yeah, he was really good in that film. If it wasn't him, then Edward G. Robinson would be a pretty good choice too.
Uh, Actress. I think I might actually go with one of the official winner, which is Norma Shearer.
I because I think she did an amazing job, an extremely amazing job in a film with Amelie was fucking Marlene Dietrich. Just because she owned that role, dude.
Fair, valid.
Ooh,
Um, Art direction. The official winner, by the way, is The King of Jazz.
good film. I actually watched that one.
Yeah, we'll have to do it in the catch ups because I did not watch it. Art direction. I might give it to Hell's Angels, personally.
Mmm. Mmm.
Or Morocco for art direction, because the sets were pretty good.
I will play my own role here and say Little Caesar.
Hmm.
Very authentic for the time frame. Everything they're going for.
Fair. I would not dispute that opinion. There's not too many categories for this Oscar, I don't think. Interesting. Cinematography.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you who's not getting the award. The Age of Gold is not getting this. That's for damn sure.
Fair.
All Quiet on Western fucking Front gets this.
Yeah, there's no that fucking trench raid scene. Oh, my camera nerd is killing me.
Fucking riveting.
This might be a sweep Aussie slash like these directing.
Come on, man. Do we really need to decide this one? We can just
I
keep going.
There's no argument. It's All Quiet. It won the actual award.
Yeah, I
Like
think
the Oscars gave it to All Quiet. Like it's obvious. It is the best
you know
director.
what? How about we say this? What's the distant second to this one then?
I wish the Oscars did that. If there was like a clear winner, it's just like, hey, okay, let's give the secondary.
Hmm.
For directing, Animal Crackers.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a comedy. They're hard to direct. Uh, Best Picture, aka Outstanding Production. We already know the answer. It's All Quiet.
Pretty much.
It won the actual award too. It wasn't even close. The competition was The Big House, Disraeli, The Divorcee, and The Love Parade. Of course, it's going to All Quiet. Um, Sound.
Hmm.
Like to clarify, none of these films have good sound. Uh, Little Caesar,
You know what?
just for all the gunfire.
Because I'm gonna be a nice boy this fine day. I think the sound of Anna Christie was okay. I like that.
I'd either give it to Little Caesar or Hell's Angels. I think
Good choices. Good choices.
writing. Sweep.
Okay, all quiet of us fucking front, but you know what? This a second is Little Caesar.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that one. No, I'm gonna give you that one. I agree. Second is that, yeah. And that is the last category. Actually, for once, we agreed with most of the Oscars picks.
Yup. Um.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. Funnily enough, we are making amazing time today.
Yes, I have things to do, so fair enough.
So
I am
next,
not a professional live streamer.
next is music, but you know.
Yeah, I sent you some music. It's kind of the same story as 1929. A lot of good stuff that's still happening. Putting on the Ritz. I think the original version actually came out this year. We got Benny Selvin, Happy Days Are Here Again. Um, Ruth Edding, 10 Cents a Dance. I liked that one. Don Apazu and the Havana Casino Orchestra, The Peanut Vendor. Paul Whiteman, Body and Soul. Some Duke Ellington. Ooh, I think this is our first appearance of Duke Ellington. Very good artist. If you don't know a lot about jazz, I would really recommend listening to his stuff. His song, Three Little Words. Rudy Valley and his Connecticut Yankees, the Stein song. I think it's the University of Maine song, actually. On the Sunny Side of the Street by Ted Lewis. Chant of the Jungle by Roy Ingraham? I don't know how to say his name. And then Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians with Little White Lies. So, from the music I listen to, it's very much, like I said, the same story. It's good, but I don't think we're in peak jazz yet.
Very true.
And I don't think we'll get peak jazz until the late 40s, early 50s.
I so from the music that I gandered at here, I think this is a really good year for music.
Yeah, no, it's good. I always feel bad because we don't have much to talk about. Once we get to 1952, I'll be able to like have enough content so we can actually talk about a full episode of just music, and that's going to be really fun. But right now, it's just not a big of a thing in the zeitgeist.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So I mean, with that out of the way, I mean, I guess honestly, we can just go to put in board games, and they'll be fucking quick as fuck too. This is a very, very fucking quick episode. Honestly.
There's
Um,
not a ton that came out this
yeah,
year.
and we were worried about the damn length of this shit when fucking magazines. This is nothing. Let's see here. Board games of 1930s. Let's see what we got. Um,
I know the 30s had a decent amount, despite depression. I
yeah.
keep having to say it, but it's ever present in everything.
So there's only two games out for this year, actually.
Oh,
Sanin Shogi and Wahoo. Oh, it's that board game with the Native American stuff.
oh, why are all the board games racist?
Yeah, there was one but Oz immediately said because it was a racist one, real racist.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I'm gonna be real. It's one of those things where I won't. These board games are really boring. I'm not really gonna talk about these unless we like actually like record ourselves actually like playing them eventually.
I
Um,
think that'll be fun. We should do that sometime.
yeah, we can do a independent video for each of the board games, I guess.
Little comp.
Yeah. So I guess in this case we can hop it right into the magazines, which we can choose up to a total of three, well, two in this case, and the third new one, which is Fortune magazine, which
So we both pick one basically.
yeah. So Fortune actually did not drop in for this fucking dumb. So ChatGPT said it did, but it didn't. It dropped a year prior. I fact checked that shit. Um,
This is why you fact check things before you just push out AI generated garbage.
yeah, damn right. So yes, Fortune. Okay, even though it's still essential, it's still relatively new. It came out in like put up in September of 1929. So I'm accounted. Fuck it. Um, Fortune is a business mag. It's so important to America and the world at large. I'm gonna call it essential. Do you want to disagree with that one?
Nah, I agree.
All right, cool. I will fill out its actual stuff later. I'll give it to you later. But for now, let's pick two of the ones we already have here. Which magazines are we feeling for today? As a note, we will only pick ones that are still covering or rather had a running or at least had stuff or at least in this time period. So nothing before like the very
I
first ever one.
I want to see some trash fashion. What's a Vogue got?
All right, so Vogue for you, man. I'm torn between either Strand or Good Housekeeping. Good Housekeeping was really fucking funny last time.
I think we should go with Good Housekeeping, just so we can see some old timey sexism at its peak.
Lovely. Okay, so okay, everybody, we will brief intermission here. Talk them up while I can find a star shit.
Magazines. Fortune, interestingly, comes out in 1929, right as the Depression starts. I'm sure that is not a coincidence, but it does seem very strange to make a magazine talking about business during the worst economic conditions in modern history. But I suppose they didn't know that.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I would like to quickly debunk a myth that people like to spread on social media in order to spread economic doomerism, which is to say, the people of the Depression didn't know they were in the Depression, so therefore, we're probably in a worse state than we think we are. That is false. Factually speaking, over the next couple of years, we will see films that not only reference the fact that a depression happened, but explicitly use the word depression. It's also in the historical record that immediately people were calling it a depression because that's what it was. And yes, people were, though maybe not everyone, a lot of people were very fully aware of how dire and how much the economy had shrunk. 15%, by the way.
Ooh. Sorry, everybody. It takes a little while to fucking. I actually should have had these fucking prior to the actual stream, but it takes a little time to actually get these because a lot of this stuff can be lost, and in some cases I will pull a. If I can't fucking find it from that exact damn year, I'm not gonna fucking be fucking bug about it. I'll just give one the year after. I don't really care. I doubt anyone else really cares.
You would
Ugh.
have to be more autistic than we are.
Yeah. Um. Good lord. Good Housekeeping, like its archives are all over the fucking place.
That's unfortunate.
Why do they even do this to me? Why do they do this to me? I'm a good boy. I think.
No, you're fucking
What do you mean, Oz? I'm the goodest boy. No, I'm really not. That's a fucking lie.
I told you.
Okay, I hate the fact that fucking Cornell University has a fucking copy of it, but they're not trying to show me a fucking PDF. Here we
Being
go.
stingy.
Okay, let me read the item. What in the horror is this?
Oh no.
Okay,
We may have. Oh.
so Cornell College actually has okay, cool. This will be our BRDM resource for anything involving Good Housekeeping from now on because they have everything. Um, so I'm gonna screen share this and then I'll change the screen for so just give you an idea of what made me say what in the horror is this.
Can the stream see it? Oh Jesus!
Yeah, see, I'm not fucking bugging.
Uh, Broadcasted directly from your nightmares. Good housekeeping.
Yeah, so we'll turn on the screen here. This is what I was referring to. It is yeah, beginning Edison Marshall's new novel, or I don't care. Let's zoom in a bit.
Give this a quick flip through.
Yeah. I personally always prefer to read it on Wayback Machine, but it's being really shitty right now. Um, ooh, Franco American
Oh, it's
spaghetti.
canned spaghetti.
Mmm, the good
Like
shit.
spaghettios.
Okay, as always, I always have to double check this type of shit. Is like, are we still around?
I
Franco
highly doubt
American
it.
spaghetti. Let's see here. Oh, oh, they're still around. Oh no. So they actually discontinued in 2004.
That is a shockingly long time to carry this product, which, frankly, sounds terrible.
So it was actually owned by Campbell's. Funnily enough. Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna freak out. So I pressed the record button, and I'm like, oh fuck me, did I accidentally was end the stream? That'd be fucking sucky. Um, so they were around since 1880 up to 2004. Kind of crazy for its duration.
Oh shit.
So let's go forward. You know what? We can read this real quickly. See what we got going on here. For the homeowners, stairways, boring. Cabins and kings. Oh, they had short stories and it's fucking for the children.
This is just house. This is literally just a housewives magazine.
Yeah, man. For all the ladies out there, this is for y'all.
Chopped, chipped beef and cream sauce. Delicious.
Oh, this is a brand we know. They're still around. Old Armors. The Vienna sausages. I always get them as a child.
God,
Convenient,
brings back memories.
convenient tins for instant use. We love that shit here in America.
Made with pure cream.
Mmm.
Oh, is this a but? Oh god, they're referencing All Quiet on the Western Front. Oh shit! I think this is just a bunch of books that will make you hate war.
Good. Let Emily post. Okay. I thought they were like social media posting. No.
Help you plan your wedding.
I don't trust Emily Post from 1930 to assist me with my wedding.
Well, she's dead, so.
For all you know, she's alive. She's like 100 something years old.
Welcome him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, we don't talk about him.
Cosmopolitan, Good Housekeeping.
What the fuck is with that guy second from the bottom on the right?
What the fuck happened to him?
Apparently, he's turned into a creepypasta thumbnail.
Schools and colleges. I always hated these, but I also like them because I'm like, okay, does this college or school even exist still? I'm always curious about this type of stuff. I'm like, wow. I saw a fucking book about y'all. Like, it's something I want to talk about is briefly. Like, I was going to a whip machine to like see the site. It said, dude, I'm like, holy shit! That's the damn day after I was born. A day before I was born. I'm like, holy shit. Are you telling
That's
me?
crazy to think about.
Are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me that I'm not the main character? What the fuck? Your shit put for me.
You are not the main character.
Oh, don't worry, I'll make them witness me. Who is
Watching
they?
people will get you nowhere.
Who is they? I don't know. The nukes. The nukes. I'm gonna get them with the code and codes. You're gonna see me get arrested by the FBI or some shit for that one. That's a skip ahead. Get to the good shit.
Oh no, this is how you find something racist right there. Never mind. Invest safely now. This is a really dangerous thing to ask people in the 30s.
Oh wait. Oh, you have a crash. Oh no.
Yeah, it's everywhere, didn't I? Didn't I say that?
Yeah, the crash is hitting everybody, except for very few countries that were like, I'm isolationist. This does nothing to me.
Yeah.
Be safe. Remove old cream, but Kleenex way. Oh my god. Wait, it's not spelled the same way we do it now. What the fuck?
Oh?
I don't think they're the same exact brand. It's pronounced the same way.
Maybe it was a rebrand?
Perhaps. Oh wait, no. This is still a damn thing. They're their own company.
Oh.
Weird.
Interesting.
That is very weird. I like it though. Be safe when you remove cold cream. Don't use a method that may stretch and relax the skin. Like, okay, this is for women. Like, for women that want to have their skin be youthful.
Forever.
Why bonds go up and down. Okay, so there's a very easy insult that you can give people that are very mature. Why don't you be like a Bond and mature? If they're dumb, they won't understand it. Compare super suds with chips or flakes. Oh, I thought you meant like actually like chips like in cereal. I see this. I'm like fucking Fallout. Just me.
I get the Fallout vibes.
A horoscope.
Horoscope party?
Oh no, horoscope bitches even existed back then.
Oh, they're eternal. Scythe there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There was actually like a whole like quote unquote branch of science for them until we're like, wait, this isn't real. This is fucking fake shit.
Oh no, you're gonna piss off the crystal girlies. We best move on.
Then they best fucking like back up their shit with actual looking science. But we had a whole discussion, a whole entire discussion on that, and we're like, this is eerily kind of true. What the fuck? This ever so kinda. I guess mother's been buying the oil. Is this one of those jokes where women are really bad at buying stuff for cars?
I guess mother's been buying the. Is this a Cars thing?
Any
or
oil.
is about cook? Oh, it's an ad for an oil company.
Now a whole family asks for, oh my god, mobile oil.
Is this before the big FTC investigation?
No, Standard Oil was gone before this. Yeah,
Got it.
they were founded in 1882. When did they collapse again? Oh, in 1911.
So not too far ago.
Yeah, it's a relatively recent crash, which is kind of been funny because we didn't see any ads from them. I don't think they needed them because like they were like a monopoly, like the megacorp at the time.
Do you need to advertise when people literally have no other choice?
Oh, they had choices. They were too pussy to go anything else. They made good deals with Amazon, back then. It's not me saying Amazon is a monopoly, by the way. They're not.
That I'm sure they're trying.
Chevrolet. That's a name we know.
That's a fucking ugly ass logo. Is what it is.
The Chevrolet 6. It's smooth and quiet and restful. Oh, look at these fucking,
But it's incredibly expensive to a person in the 1930s. Holy shit.
oh. The monitor top. I couldn't love. I just love this. Oh, love me, love my dog. Respect.
Is that a pre-boomer live laugh love poster?
Yeah, this is like for like this is for fucking silent generation. Holy shit.
Fascinating.
I kind of want to know the whole lore and history behind the memes and the weird things of silent gens. Oh wait, they're almost all dead now. Never mind.
I think pretty much all of them, yeah.
Constance.
Hey, it's McCormick.
Hey kid.
You look very unhappy to be in that photo.
She's only free, but she can do a lot of things. Her office is guarded by
I think
special
it's time
care.
to move on to the next magazine.
Probably. What, you're scared of learning about this woman? Or rather, child of
No,
this
I'm
time?
scared of that image in the bottom right. What the fuck is wrong with her fans?
Wait, no, what the fuck is this?
The Void wants to sell you spices!
Alright, let's cover next with Vogue. I should grab Vogue too, but fortunately, I never got a machine has been Vogue. Why wouldn't it? Fucking Vogue. 1930 Vogue. Show me the beat. Oh wait, I don't have to. I can just go to the same document we used last time and should have it. You love to see it. You fucking love to see it come back and like kiss me on the face. Open mouth, of course, not a whore. What does that even mean? Like, wouldn't that mean a whore if I did an open mouth anyway? All right, hold on. 1925, 1926, 27, 28. And where the fuck's 30 at? That. Yeah, no. I'm gonna show you this. You can see this. It ends off at 1929. Vogue still exists. What the fuck happened to Vogue? All right. Okay, cool. Vogue has their own archive. I actually like this poster, or like whatever they're using here. All right, I don't have to pay for this, do I? No, I don't. Cool. Oh, I have to be a member. Let's just go back to 1929. You know what? We'll just do it like that. I'm not going through all that right now. I tell you what, people. All right, here we go. This right here is Vogue of 1929. I know it's 1930, but I can't be fucked.
That's fair. It's a similar time period, and we'll get to see the Depression stuff still.
Tiffany and Co. Isn't that still a damn thing?
Yes.
I only know it was a women's toilet time. Have you been to Tiffany's? I don't know, Becky. Oh, yes.
Friendship.
Les
I
Plus.
forgot Vogue has terrible art.
Don't worry, people. When we get to the fucking Playboys, everything we grab.
We can't cover those.
No. We can. We have to fucking vet them and see if it gets really spicy.
So what you're saying is the first like 5 years were good.
Yeah, we have to fucking vet them like really hard.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I really I really love this. Like this reminds me of, like a really cool logo. I can't remember what it was.
It looks like Betty Boop.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's a way to draw a black person.
Yeah, pointing south. Again, it's for women.
Actually, that's probably the least racist way I've seen a black person drawn.
So again, people, this is for damn women's. So yeah.
Apparently, women who were taken straight out of a stained glass window.
You're damn right. The twin of glove silk. A new textile.
Yarn.
Hey, you know what? I forgot. Bitches love yarn. They still do today. The issues of Vogue, you save $4. It's $8. Ooh. Sounds pretty good, actually.
It's actually quite a lot of money.
It's okay. It's women. Those nag their husbands until I get it.
I guess in this time, that's technically how money works. We talked about that in the last magazine episode. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's not being sexist because it's fucking true. And the truth will set you free.
It was sexist.
Hey, the truth will set. The truth will set you fucking free. Accept reality for what it is. Don't hide that shit, revisionists. Birdines only. Sunshine fashions.
America's smartest resort wear.
I forgot that.
I doubt
that women didn't have tits at this time frame.
They were all malnourished.
No tits. Sad time.
Egypt and the Mediterranean. International Hygiene Exhibition? What?
I know, right? Hygiene was once very, very important. Not anymore, of course. Is it really? Is it really? Yeah, it's pretty
I guess we're not holding exhibitions for it, so.
Yeah, you see, real men have exhibitions for their hygiene. We don't do it anymore. We're never
chores.
Yeah, see.
Hey, where's my laundry exhibition?
We used to be a people. We used to be a culture.
Truly, the downfall of the Western societies was the loss of the International Hygiene Exhibition.
So something sad here is, so we would see the Copley Plaza, if it still exists, the Savoy Plaza, which is gone now, in the Plaza, which I don't think will exist anymore. Yes, the Savoy Plaza. Yeah, the Savoy Plaza has been demolished. It's completely gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at its height, it had 1,000 rooms.
Damn.
To Miami to Havana. Oh yeah, the commies aren't in charge yet in Cuba.
Oh yeah, it's still colonial, isn't it? That's awkward.
No, they aren't colonial anymore at all because we freed them, quote unquote, freed them. They had their own quote unquote democracy.
Cool.
Such a flawed democracy. Express steamers to Havana. We love to see it. Japan, where East meets West in golden hours of leisure. Japan, China, Philippines.
Oh, this is Imperial Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, this is before they went crazy.
Oh, I mean, they're still a little crazy, but
we'll
get to that.
They're still actively invading China at this damn point in time, I'm pretty sure.
What? travel to an active war zone.
We did have a time for human history. Why wouldn't we? We didn't care then. We only care now because it's the society says we should. Yeah.
I think it's also a major safety issue.
Safety schmafety. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Unless you get capped in the head by a guerrilla warfare.
Hey.
Guerrilla soldier.
If you survive that, then you're a real one. Fairyland.
What the fuck is that image on the right?
Fairyland sounds like a gay bar.
Is that a gimp?
I think. Fairyland sounds
Or is
like.
that supposed to be a black person?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a style thing, style choice. We have if
I
they can
like wearing ski masks to the ball.
Fairyland, the gay bar. I'm telling you this now.
100%. That is 100% a gay bar.
Bunch of dumb shit. Journeys begin in the Stewart luggage shop. Lord. Permanent waving.
That doesn't sound healthy. Permanent?
I don't like permanent.
I don't want a permanent hairdo.
Sip it all the way
Unless it's
ahead.
a wig.
Okay. Good lord.
These outfits, they make me hurt.
Oh, take me back.
What is with the drawing outfits that look so fancy, and then they show the actual pictures of the women, and it's just like they look like I don't know.
Take me fucking back.
The 20s women?
Yes.
You want a plank of wood?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
They're all amazing housewives who don't beat me up.
How many women have beaten you up, Scyther?
None.
That's fair. How about we just don't get beat up in general? Youth. That's God. That image is terrible. Why did they shoot? Why did they take it like that?
Cruising with clothes take. None, preferably. Yeah, nude voyage. Black Star and Frost.
I think we've seen the most of what we're gonna see out of Vogue.
Yeah, that's fucking Vogue for now. But now we go to the next fucking piece of candy. We go to Fortune. Magazine, 1930, Wayback Machine. Let's see what the Wayback Machine actually has some copies. Oh, look at that, Fortune.
I think that's just the index.
Probably. Fortune, please. Okay, I'll look somewhere else. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Wait, no, it's the image.
Oh, it's just the cover. God damn it.
Yep. You hate to see it. Hold on, go back here. Fortune magazine. Can we add some filters here? Here we go.
And then we can get this on the strem.
1930.
Oh, it looks like there are some things.
Image, pretty sure. Yes, magazine art, magazine art, magazine art, magazine art.
We may have some issues here.
There's actually a book. Periodicals. We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Oh, is it just a book of archived?
Yeah, they archived everything into one.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So, business shit. The Playbirds of Paradise. Their home is the coast.
Ah, yes. San Francisco, Monterey, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, San Diego. They're all shitty places now, but I'm sure good now.
Why is this image... Why does it look like it's inverted? Like it's right to left instead of left to right?
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's kind of off.
Westward, against the prophetic sky, San Francisco.
It's just looking hard. It's so.
Imagine advertising a whole ass city.
I like that. Some images are omitted. Oh, you fucking pussies! I hate this.
That's fine.
Hold on.
We'll look through what we can.
Worst case scenario, I just have to grab a different magazine. Yeah, for all the others, it's all just indexes. Fucking, there's nothing really you can really go off here. Wait, wait. No, this is not from the same people. Unfortunate.
But it's another magazine from 1930 that's about money.
Yeah. We can use these guys, but smart set.
25 cents. That's really expensive. Holy shit.
Ooh, lifesavers. Those still exist.
Okay, what psychopath is buying an entire container of orange flavored lifesavers?
It's a good question. You know,
So their flavors are lemon, lime, and orange.
it kind of dawns upon me that for some reason lightsabers and other candies like just like it. For some reason they didn't go to the gummy versions like way later. I wonder why, because I feel like the gummies would be like superior.
I suppose chewy candy gets more popular over time and was not at the time very popular.
Yeah, it also might explain. So of course, smoking was like fucking like always fucking popular up until the last two damn decades basically. I feel like if people like were like doing what we were doing now, the best way to like get off of the smoking would be like sucking on some lifesavers.
You know that's what is it Tic Tacs?
Yeah.
Pez dispensers were originally really nice and expensive because it was an anti-smoking thing. It was a candy that was supposed to imitate the sensation of smoking, or the hand movements to help you get over the compulsions.
I like that. They dared Officer Kane to play. It's a fucking Oh wait, okay, I'm gonna say.
Oh, to play the piano.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of neat. How I became the life of a party. I don't trust you. Almost had some matchless details and one beautiful book for $2.98. What a steal!
Why is this book only slightly more expensive than the magazine it's featured in?
An old beauty secret: the luscious, kissable lips of youth. Wiggum, oh, the Wrigley's double mint.
Why does double mint make you extra kissable and luscious? It just makes you minty.
People like minty.
Eminent conquerors of fame and fortune, the zoologist. What?
There's actually a fucking fun study about humans in mint. If you're ever curious, is that so when the first ever toothpaste dropped, people didn't really like it because it was fucking flavorless, and they didn't think it actually did anything to your teeth. So people, being people, like we don't want this, and then insert mint toothpaste. Oh, it feels like it's actually cleaning me. In reality, there's a difference between regular and like mint.
That's fair. Flavored toothpaste have become really popular recently.
Yeah. One thing that it's also kind of similar to fucking like soap is that people often like, wow, these scented like looking like smelling fucking soaps actually like smell like they're actually doing something. In reality, there's no difference between smelling and not smelling soaps.
It's just soap.
Yeah. The cartoonist, the importer. God damn, she's a baddie.
At least this magazine is staffed by women.
I'm gonna look her up while you look at this.
The importer. Her name is Ali. Ayesha. That is not an American name. Good on you. Smart set.
Yeah. Oh, she's from India. Neat.
Huh, nice.
She also apparently she's dead. She's very dead. Uber dead, if you will.
The trial lawyer, the message taker.
Ah yes. the bestest job. Still around today, I assume. No, they became receptionists.
Yeah. Same idea.
The airplane salesman.
The sculptor.
We just call this artist now.
She's still sculptor.
Yeah, but come on, man. okay, when I go to an art center, they're still called an artist. They don't call them you're a sculptor. No, they're still an artist. They're an art teacher.
That's fair. Valid.
And finally, the designer.
Apron shiny noses and Leslie stockings. I hate this art piece they did for this.
Money, money, money.
Money, money, money!
This is really detailed.
I kind of love that, especially because you gotta remember that's a 2-page spread, so it looked really impressive.
It reminds
the
me.
year's most moving and sensational novel. I'll have to read that further section.
They remind me of well, this guy in particular reminds me of Mr. House from fucking Fallout New Vegas.
Oh my god.
Let's zoom in ever so slightly. By slightly, I mean all the way. I wonder what you think of me, said Hagen to Flora. She answered, I wasn't thinking. I seldom do. As all women should of this time period, of course.
Why is this written vaguely in the style of Oscar Wilde?
Okay, if anybody thinks I'm being sexist, okay. You see, here's something very important. Women do less stinky and do more cookie in this time period. Yeah, take it in your kids.
Mostly because of sexism.
You're damn right.
Oh boy, we got some old timey sexism. Speaking about it.
I feel like one day I'm gonna be clickable these days for saying this shit. So I'm not gonna read this any further. I will not be shamed. I'm sexist and sexy.
Fair enough. Why do those look like claws coming out of that couch?
I like it.
Freaky. Oh, so it's the whole fucking short story.
I really love it when like
different.
Like the art is really fucking good.
So are these just stories about people in high society?
Yes.
A word to little lad. Is this another one of those fucking for the kiddies?
You know what? Let's read a little bit and we'll see. It's a rare thing in this age of specialized trading to meet a woman who has made a success in their business world without any particular equipment for it. One hears so many okay, I know what it is now. It's for
feminism.
Yeah. What the fuck is this?
Dan Cupid is a merry elf.
Oh, okay. I see what happened here. He was trying to, get with her. He got his ass beat. It's a simple nerd story.
Yeah, to my Valentine. Oof. Don't be a stock pattern. What?
It's in reference that in stores you would see a very common themed stocking pattern, and it's like, oh, boring. Be unique.
People really gave a shit.
Bitches love beef and fancy.
I hate almost all of these haircuts.
I like this one because Catwoman often uses this one.
Top right girl looks like she's stoned out of her mind. What?
The party of a month. The first day on a new job. I told you, Clarissa. You need to order this correctly. Now, bend over and pick it all up again.
I knew you were going that direction with it. I fucking knew it. Also, how much you want to bet that's fucking stolen from a movie, that picture right there?
Almost definitely. Your own room. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
This is depressing. Why do these rooms look terrible?
Different times. One would say better times.
It was the Depression.
Good times. Built character.
Buying a Dream by Mary Sinan.
This is such a beautiful piece of art.
I really like it compositionally.
You can get away with anything. True. I'm just saying.
Can you though?
I mean, my great grandfather was murdering his child and wife, so yes, you can, if you're really good at it.
Fair enough. Not valid.
What
are bootleg blues?
Broadway stars pass merciless close-up test. Oh
I thought
yeah.
that said topless.
Oh, hold on. The Gunometer will be striking. Lenore Elric. God damn. Joan Bennett. Nice. Helen Kane.
Stepping over dead women.
Damn right. Okay, this was my name. Fucking one of my relatives. I don't like that one.
She looks like the main actress in The Private Life of Helen of Troy.
Gertrude
That's looking good.
Lawrence. That's a fucking pointy fucking chin. I don't trust her.
Hey, don't be me there. She can't help it. No amount of acid cream will help her.
Don't be a stock pattern. They're really emphasizing that one.
85 of America's leading hospitals now use the same absorbent with which Cortec is made.
What
What?
the fuck is Kotex? Oh, yeah. Kotex is used in feminine fucking products, like menstrual pads. Okay,
Oh god, investment advice from a magazine.
you'll get your man. Well,
That sounds like a threat.
maybe it
Oh,
is.
it's cooking.
Oh shit,
It's
Kellogg's.
a recipe.
Kellogg's all brand.
What type of girl is glorified today?
Horse in the modern age. Horse, all horse, and
I
OnlyFans.
was gonna say in the 30s is probably someone who is incredibly has a lack of self-esteem.
Yeah, damn right. It's okay though, because you look at these bitches from back then. Okay, she has no like self-esteem going on, but then you have a fucking lady, modern age, selling her nudes for damn $5. That's even less than fucking damn Chinese food.
I mean, I could bring up oldie examples.
Probably, but there's a lot more modern ones I can just toss out all over the place. It's beautiful.
Sure.
The thrift, the price with the wonderful actor. Listerine.
What the? Oh, that has lead in it.
Ah, good. Builds character.
Brain damage builds character.
Yeah.
They explain a lot with me.
It's the money you spend wisely that counts.
I think
True.
all the money you spend counts.
Unless you're rich as fuck, you don't care.
Fair.
Adds glossy luster. Leaves your hair easy to manage. I like how as much things
It's race.
change, as much as shit changes, it's always the fucking same.
Oh god, intimate beauty talks. Keep going.
The soothing beauty. Well, hold on now.
It'll
Nice.
pass YouTube.
The letters of a young bride.
Oh god, no.
Wait, Lysol? God, that's kind of crazy to think that Lysol existed in 1930.
Oh god.
Mary's happy secret is that when her husband leaves, she gets off with the fucking cooking iron. Is that it?
I think it's a product that's her secret.
Probably. Is it cooking iron? Is that the product? Anyway, one lovely blonde hair. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like blonde hair was like seen as like you were at the best of the best at this time period. Good times.
Mae West.
Hair raising secrets. What's up with bitches and hair?
It's one of the few things you can show in the 30s.
Sort of hair fetish came fucking from. Ah, here we go. Some manly shit.
Oh, that's a Roman. What is this to improve your speech?
I think so.
Hollywood's jazz baby falls in love. I think we've had enough magazines for today.
This has been a very, very great time.
Yeah, I suppose that kind of wraps us up. So what did you think of the media of 1930?
I think the media of 1930 was a really, really great time. The music, which I didn't really get into like that, but I mean, it's cool. The movies were They could have been better, but we got one golden banger out of it. All Quiet on the Western Front. We of course been followed by the other good movie of that time, Little Caesar. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I do hate the movie just for the fact that it's one of the movies that would entrench the bullshit betrayal fucking trope. But that's okay.
Oh.
That's okay. Uh, I'm just saying there's so much more you can do with the fucking genre. It's always the same shit though. Oh, it's whatever.
Tropes.
But outside of that, I think overall, not dirty, good enough. But I'm hoping that 1931 will be even better.
You are in for disappointment. So, if you have made it to the end of this incredibly rambly stream, we really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate you getting to the end of these. If you want to do all the social media stuff, that's just a bonus. And Scyther, close us out.
All right, boys and gals. Next time we are in for a fucking fun treat. It will probably be another stream again, but look forward to when we're doing the top person of XYZ decade. It was a fun time.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe for more, and toodles.